Well, after years of trying to make it big in the music biz, Stratford native Javier Colon was almost ready to call it quits, but luckily he held on. And then an opportunity came along that has completely changed his life. He auditioned for NBC's The Voice and then went on to win the entire competition. And tomorrow he'll be performing for his loyal Connecticut fans. He's joining me this morning. So good to see you, fellow University of Hartford grad. So awesome to come full circle here.
I know, it's good to see you.
This has been amazing for you. I mean, what's it been like since you won this competition?
It's been just incredible. It's been like I'm not living my own life, like I've stepped into somebody else's life, and they had a much cooler life than I did before. That's what it feels like.
Let's talk about a little bit about your journey along the way. You grew up in Stratford. You live in West Hartford now.
Indeed.
You went to the Hart School. What's it been like?
You know, it's been crazy. I mean, I've been working really hard, throughout my career. I had a deal that I got signed in 2002 to Capitol Records and released an album in 2003, another in 2006, and I thought that I had made it. I thought that everything was going to be great from there on in, and unfortunately, it just didn't work that way. There's a lot of bumps in the road and just some disagreements on how things should have been done. So that it didn't work out. But I was hoping that another opportunity would come up, and tried to get a record deal in other ways, and it didn't work out. And then this show came along and changed everything.
So what got you to audition for the show?
I kind of did it out of necessity, really. I mean, I was at a point earlier this year where I was like, okay, well, I've got maybe 5 or 6 shows that are on the books between now and September. And this was in February, and I'm like, I've got nothing going on. I don't have enough to take care of my family. And I said I need to do something, so I was going to probably do something that was outside of music. And then this opportunity came along, and I said, you know what, it's worth a shot.
Now we're seeing clips of the NBC show The Voice, and even from the previews, you were an early favorite coming right out of the gate. All the judges loved you. What was it like to work with Adam Levine?
Adam was amazing. I mean, he's just an amazing guy. What you saw on TV was who he really is. He really cared, especially down to that final episode where he was like hunched over, just he didn't want to listen to the results because he was nervous about what it was going to be, and he's an amazing guy. I'm honored to be able to call him a friend.
Now, you got a chance to sing a duet with Stevie Nicks, your idol. It was amazing. Is there anything that could possibly top that? I
don't think so. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to top that, to do that so early, in the stages of this part of my career. I mean, it was amazing. She's just the most amazing, just a sweetheart of a person. I got a chance to talk to her a bunch, and she just had nice things to say. She told me that I was the only male vocalist that she's ever sung that song with, and I had no idea.
That's amazing. Yeah. Now we're getting ready for the next journey, which is your future. You've been nominated for a Teen Choice Award, which is so cool.
I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah.
And you're on tour now. The show stops at the Toyota Presents the Oakdale tomorrow in Wallingford. Now, in addition to that, you're working on an album.
I am. Album will, I'm really happy with what we've worked on so far. Got a bunch of songs so far. We're going to go back as soon as I'm done with this tour, go back to Los Angeles, work on some more, and really excited with how things are turning out. That album will be out in November.
Okay, now you're going back to Los Angeles to work on it. Does that mean you're leaving us, or you're staying here?
No, we are going to stay here. I've got my 2 little girls. I want them to grow up here. I mean, when I went to Hart School of Music, we did a lot of my student teaching and stuff in this area, and I knew that this is where, when we had kids, this is where I wanted them to grow up. So this is where we're going to be.
Now you're going to sing Stitch by Stitch for us. I'm going to step out of the way. I do want to mention, loyal guy, you love the West Hartford area, you love us here in Connecticut, and of course Jennifer Lammers, now Jennifer Bosworth, a dear friend of yours who right after you won, you went out and you sang at her wedding.
I did because they're great friends of mine, and I was glad to do it. It's a little crazy. I flew to San Francisco basically for the afternoon, and I flew right back. But
unbelievable.
It was worth it.
All right, you're going to sing Stitch by Stitch. I'm going to get out of the way, and of course the show is tomorrow night at the Oakdale Theater. Javier, great to see you.
Nice to see you.
Blue and black, heart torn out, you uncover what's beneath my skin. There and back, there's no doubt you're Your touch is my medicine. I'll be okay, 'cause you heal me. And I'll give you all my pieces broken. In your hands there's nothing that you can't fix. My heart is frayed, my scars are broken. Put me back together now, stitch by stitch. Put me back together now, stitch by stitch. What do you say without words? Resuscitates what was numb inside. Repair me, every thread of me. You're bringing me back to life. I'll be okay, 'cause you heal me. And I'll give you all my pieces broken. In your hands there's nothing that you can't fix. My heart is frayed, my scars are open. Put me back together now, stitch by stitch. I'm still afraid of falling. Somehow it's taking over me. Don't ever let me let it go. There and back, there's no doubt. Your touch makes me whole again. And I'll give you all my pieces broken. In your hands there's nothing that you can't fix. My heart is frayed, my scars are open. Put me back together now, stitch by stitch. Put me back together now, stitch by stitch. Put me back together now, stitch by stitch.